Oh, look at this. That's awesome.
I hit him one more time. Just
right, just squish the head.
Dome him.
Why would you just run? Yeah, don't run up on him.
See, now you're special operations. Look at you. Spending way too much time together.
That's right. Most of it's blunt trauma, maybe some fractures and some just messed up tissue. Yeah, you gotta try to squeeze it and put it back together.
People are animals.
Yep. Hey, Dr. Jordan Wagner here, board certified ER doctor, work at a bunch of trauma centers. I'm back with my buddy Cameron.
That's me, Cameron Fath, former Army Ranger, and today we're gonna take a look at some close quarters combat footage, also known as CQC, from a variety of different video games, like Ghost Recon Breakpoint, The Last of Us 1 and 2, and a personal favorite, Call of Duty. So let's get into it and start breaking some skulls.
Let's check it out.
Ghost Recon's really cool. Their realism and the attention to detail they put into their games, I like it a lot. Okay, see this behind the back.
Oh, he's choking him out. Oh no, he's slicing him open.
Stab it.
Oh,
right in the knobs.
So, interesting move. You see that in a lot of games where they end up like slicing low in the thigh. And the point of that actually is like anatomically, the great saphenous vein actually comes right onto that in the surface area. Deeper to it, you got your femoral vein and artery, but it's an easy place to get some blood to come out of the body.
It's actually really important when we train like doing blood sweeps, which is we externally rake the appendages to find, puncture wounds or bullet holes. When you're doing the legs, they harp that you have to get really up close and personal up in that leg. Because that vein is up there and it will cause a lot of damage if you don't find it. So don't be afraid to juggle your buddy's balls in your hand.
Or just move them out of the way.
Or that, yeah. Oh, he's got it. Look at that. Talon.
Take Talon. Oh, nice. Look at
He's
this.
doing multiple people. That guy's doing some yoga. And
So he just like sliced his neck, but he like died instantly. That doesn't really happen that way. So if you slice both sides of the neck and hit both vessels, the artery and the nerve, 15, 20, 30 seconds, and you're dead if you're not doing anything. But he only hit one. It's gonna take like 2 minutes to bleed out if you're just bleeding out. It sucks either way, right?
Oh yeah, you still got a puncture hole in your neck.
Awful.
Not a good day.
Awful.
There we go.
Just like steps. Exactly.
That's cool. That's what you should do if you're in this guy's situation. The knife is quick, it's fast, it's silent.
Just take the gun right to his head.
Yeah, attach to his back from magnets.
You see this all the time. You take the butt of the gun and you smack the back of somebody's neck. You're not really gonna knock somebody out. It's pretty hard to do. Maybe you can cause pain and like spinal injury, but you're not gonna like make you go unconscious. So it's kind of like a misnomer.
So you're saying if I wanted to knock someone out, hit them in the head.
There you go. Go where the noggin is.
There we go. Dome him.
Why would you just run? Yeah, don't run up on him. Just keep your distance, right?
See, now you're special operations. Look at you. Spending way too much time together.
That's right. Oh, that's just messed. Yeah, I think it's just more for like the funsies of it. Yeah.
And this guy's, now you're struggling.
He loves the blade.
It's one of those Talon Blades. You ever see those? That's a big curve in it. It looks like an eagle talon, and there's a little thumb port on it. It's extremely fast, and you can bypass people's guard because it has a curve. So if you're able to strike and then use your wrist technique to come around defense, and then when you're pulling away, it cuts. Oh, let's go.
Oh, it's a blunt force trauma.
Just smacking each other batter up.
Yeah, you're just gonna be knocked out. Fist fighting, right? Like the amount of damage, it all depends on how hard somebody hits and how many times you get hit in certain areas. But you can just fist fight all day long. You just get tired. Like, okay, done.
Douche. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be that
the exploding
bloody.
face, right? The exploding face on a wall. A little bit of blood. Just get it like trickle down.
Yeah.
And you can't do that to a human. Like, you're not gonna smash their face in. I mean, you could, but it's pretty hard to do.
And he's using his environment, though.
Right.
Crowbar.
Like, put his head to the ground and then crowbar.
Yeah, curb stomp him.
Your hands, you gotta be killing.
Oh, yeah. That's one thing people don't realize. When you're punching, your hands
you're getting
take a beating as well.
Like, it becomes like nasty, beat up meat. And then, I mentioned it before, you gotta hit with the big knuckles. If you hit with the wrong side, you're gonna collapse your bones.
And then not to mention, people have teeth.
Right, like it's the cool thing to hit somebody in the mouth.
I'm gonna punch you in the mouth, bro.
Bad idea.
It's you're gonna get a tooth in your
A human mouth is like more dirty than like an animal's mouth. And so you're gonna have like an open joint, you're gonna get laceration with human disgustingness in it. You go to the eye sockets, go to the eye, because you're gonna cause trauma. Yeah, the bones are a little bit softer in that area. Yeah. Oh, see, That doesn't happen, right? The freaking skull
immediate
just came
head
right,
explosion.
it's off, right? Skulls are pretty solid. Like if somebody actually hits
They're
the
thick.
front, yeah, they're thick bone. The force front to back is actually pretty good. So if you're getting hit front or back, you're pretty safe. It's the danger on the side. There's something called your middle meningeal artery you gotta worry about. You can get a lot of different TBI or traumatic brain injuries. So.
Buttstock.
Oh, you guys taught that, right? Like.
Yeah, so it's interesting though. The AK-47 has a solid wooden buttstock
Yep.
with a metal plate on it, right? The M4s, they have collapsible buttstocks, and it's made of a hard polymer. So if you're utilizing your buttstock, like if you hit it too hard, you might break that.
Because of the hinge point, right?
Because of the hinge, right? So it's pretty durable, but if you're using it as a clubbing weapon, you could break your buttstock on
Yeah, you gotta be
somebody's
careful.
face.
Don't break your butt on someone's face.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Oh, again, head destroyed. There's always that question, can you pop somebody's head with your bare hands? And no, you can't.
Well, there we go.
Oh,
Coming
nice.
at you. You think if their face is already half blown off, stabbing them is gonna do anything?
Right, like unless their integral part of their system ends up being the vessels of the neck, which could be.
Could be.
Or you can just punch them to death. Ooh.
Right there in the...
So you can punch somebody in the neck and you mess with their cartilage. It doesn't take as much force as you think to actually cause some problems. You're gonna cause like temporary like suffocation. So it's a decent technique. You're not gonna kill anybody immediately that way. It's a good move if you need to just be quick and then do to your next
If you need
step.
to indispose of somebody.
Right.
Oh, he's got...
Oh.
Looks like a sledgehammer. Oh, nice
Did he catch it
It's
in
a
midair?
pickaxe. Oh!
Ouch. That's
Pickaxe.
destruction.
That is awesome. Here we go.
Oh. Man, this
Slice,
is a brutal
slice,
freaking game, man.
This is brutal. You ever seen any sledgehammer hammer?
So actually, it's so funny. One day I was at work and some guy came in, he got a hammer to his head at like 9 o'clock in the morning. He said he was walking down the street.
Walking down the street.
But we get a lot of like instruments that people use to hurt each other. Most of it's blunt trauma, maybe some fractures and some just messed up tissue. Yeah, you gotta try to squeeze it and put it back together.
People are animals.
Yep.
Oh, he
what
left
was
them on
that?
a grenade.
Oh, so at least it landed on the person, right? So the blast is
Absorbed
deflected
by
a little bit, right? So
But you'll still feel that on your feet because the blast is getting pushed out to the sides.
At least it's only just an explosive, right? It doesn't have like shrapnel built in.
Technically, they are fragmentary grenades.
Oh, there you go.
The
So there we go.
Yeah, the casing from the actual
it's
grenade.
metal?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so that will create shrapnel. Awkwardly shaped pieces of metal just flying through the air at high speeds. Those things do hardcore damage.
Oh, look at this. That's awesome.
I hit him one more time. Just
Right, just squish the head. There you go. A little cervical compression fracture and then destroy
Hell
the
yeah.
face.
It wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility to carry that type of hammer.
Were you doing it for like breaking into
Reaching.
things? Yeah. Good.
Pistol.
I feel like that was like John Wick style.
Bang, bang.
Yeah, that's
right
totally-
there.
yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah, use that over a knife all day long, right? Yep.
Why wouldn't you?
Yep. And it depends on the caliber, right? So we get people all the time that come to the ER where they've like shot like 8 times and they're still okay, relatively, right?
The caliber is extremely important just because, you know, you got heavier bullets and bullets that tumble more
Right.
and they're going to create more internal damage as they're fumbling through. And then you have some that are just so fast that they just go in and out.
We see more issues with like the weaker like tumbler that then goes different directions. And
Yeah,
just causes
it'll
more
go
destruction.
in your chest and
It's
out
like-
your butt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like
We
nuts.
always, anytime somebody comes in trauma, we like take all their clothes off and look for all the holes.
Yeah, you always strip them if there's a gunshot wound and you start looking for holes. And when you find it,
Yeah, plug it.
plug it.
If it's bleeding.
If it's bleeding. Ooh, get that.
Oh.
Oh, hyena.
Yeah.
That's badass.
Yeah. Dog bites or animal bites just rip through flesh. And if they're pissed off, they're just ripping through muscle.
Tell me more about dog bites.
One, they may hold, but they're definitely trying to rip. You know?
Oh, yeah.
When you're playing with a dog, right, they're always trying to play tug of war with you. It's the same idea, but the problem is human flesh, once they're in, it just rips with it. And then it's also a dirty wound.
Yeah, because
So-
dog bites.
Yeah. So they need to be washed out, and sometimes they're actually left open versus do they close them. So it all depends on the type of wound, yeah.
That's gnarly. Breaks his neck. Or no.
The stomp.
Stomping on the neck.
A little splash, stabs. Hemothorax, pneumothorax, and then do you get into the heart cavity or not? No one's gonna be able to, you can't snap so it's
No way like
you
that.
can't.
And it's like, hey, surprise.
Right.
Snap back.
You're like, oh, thanks for turning my head. It's not,
Yeah.
You're not gonna have
It's
enough
like,
force.
God, that was annoying.
Right.
There we go. That's a good execution right there. Stab and shooting them.
And even then, a single bullet to the head depends on the caliber. It all just depends on where in the brain it takes off. And we have so many people that accidentally, well, not accidentally, try
Failed
to
suicides.
correct. and they're still alive.
they go like this and it goes through, takes out an eye but doesn't kill
Right,
itself.
go through the mouth and it goes out the side.
Yeah, just don't try to kill yourself.
Yeah,
Just don't.
there's hotlines for that. You know, give a phone call, somebody will help you. Ooh, nice takedown.
Nice.
And
Dancer.
there's the laceration to the face.
Nice. And that's not execution. That's just
No,
a gnarly,
that's just
cool
a nice
scar.
takedown. That's the guy that's gonna come back after you
Yeah.
with that scar on the face.
Oh, brutal.
Everybody loves to say the jugular, but the carotid, because you got jugular vein and then the carotid artery. We are made really cool to protect ourselves. That's why we have like a rib cage. The one area where all the games exploit it in real life, potentially, is your neck. Right, it's a soft tissue. Summary of the day for close quarter combat, bring a good knife and don't get stabbed in the neck.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing pretty about it, right? You can't glorify CQC. It's about getting in, getting out, you know, fighting for your life. All the fancy moves are cool, but at the end of the day, use them make sense. Use a bullet.
Check me out on my YouTube channel, Dr. ER.
And you can find me and Israel on Pop Culture Field Manual Podcast, where we talk about everything pop culture with a military twist. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, find Gamology on YouTube and Facebook. Oh man, I'm blanking.
Just put some dirt in it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
Some dirt.
Don't do that.
Spit in it.
Yeah.
The thing about CQC and CQB is they're the same things.
He knows the words.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm supposed to be the expert of the military. Thank you.
Yeah.